major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Completes it in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Pass completion, moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl route, curls right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
Pulls and fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sparty in there 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Pulls it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rush is on him. He's got the tight end.
On the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Right on the money. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first two drives. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. The short hands, it's Durham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to throw again. He's got his man across the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Everything's been working so far. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's DeMarco. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 3rd down after the incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good. And make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. On target. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unleashes one. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, looking for a man. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Ohio State.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Just a well-oiled offensive machine. They make the play, they get the spike, and now a chance to score before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. Touchdown, Ohio State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Number 7.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime. Guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Running a read option to the left. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Waste of time.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. With the catch, it's Hardy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off-play action on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. He's at the tip. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
49, Michigan State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. The screen, he's got wheels, and he's still running after the move. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks, and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air on 2nd down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Troy took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Trojans that fired on all cylinders. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quickly complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
And that's good enough for first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Manuel. Here's a throw downfield late. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
It's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout